Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the two national referees officiating match number 9. First referee, Patrick Alan Castillo. Our second referee, Jofer Educado. And now let's meet the starters. First, for the Farm Fresh Foxies. Center number 7, team captain, Louis Romero. Outside spiker number 1, Asaka Tamaru. Outside spiker number 5, Alyssa Bertolano. Opposite hitter number 12, Trisha Tubu. Middle blocker number 13, April Taxip. Middle blocker number 16, Riza Cruz. Starting libero number 17, Janelle Delerio. Head coach for Farm Fresh is Shota Sato. And now the starters for the Creamline Cool Smashers. Opposite hitter number 7, interim team captain, Michelle Gumabao. Setter number 1, Kyle Negrito. Middle blocker number 6, Pangs Panaga. Middle blocker number 14, Bea De Leon. Outside spiker number 19, Bernadette Pons. Outside spiker number 22, Erica Staunton. Starting libero number 11, Kyla Atienza. Head coach for Creamline, Sherwin Meneses. This match is held under the supervision and regulation of the Games and Amusements Board. It is Farm Fresh versus Creamline. This is the PVL, the heart of volleyball.
Welcome back inside the Phil Sports Arena in Pasig City as we bring you the game between the Farm Fresh Foxies and the Creamline Cool Smashers. Taking a look at the starters for the Foxies on your screen, still winless here in our tournament. On the other side, the starters for the Creamline Cool Smashers, who are gunning to stay undefeated here in the elimination round. They already have secured their spot in the finals, which will happen tomorrow. Billy Capistrano with Doc AJ Pareja. We have Jana Hido reporting from the sidelines.
Cool Smashers going full force with their starters. And over on the other side, Farm Fresh Foxies, Alyssa Bertolano, one of our featured players, now as a starter. And let's see if she will be able to match up her previous performance in terms of scoring. A much needed scoring from the left side or the left pin for the Foxies.
And on the other side, we just saw Erica Staunton, the reinforcement of the Creamline Cool Smashers, has found herself a home here with Cool Smashers. Has been playing so well, has adjusted so well to the system of Coach Sherwin Meneses. Here we go, set number 1 underway as Negrito will find Bernadette Pons. Negrito now with Pangs Panaga. Good dive there from Louis Romero. And that will go to the Farm Fresh Foxies. There's a check on that.
Trisha Tubu opening this match with that check ball.
Trisha Tubu, the Reinforced Conference's best opposite spiker, has been doing wonders as well for this young squad. However, that will be a free point given to the Creamline Cool Smashers. We have MV Pons now on deck to serve for the white shirts. We are tied at 1. Oh, that is gonna go outside of the hands of Alyssa Bertolano, a service ace for Pons.
Alyssa Bertolano not able to establish the platform against that floater from Bernadette Pons.
And as I've said at the start of this coverage, Doc AJ, we have Creamline a lot of confidence coming into this match. They have not dropped a single game in the elimination round. And that will be a point for the white shirts, net touch care of Trisha Tubu. As we take a look at Coach Shota on your screens. First conference coach here for the Farm Fresh Foxies for the first time. Oh, that's a good block from Gumabao. They set it over to Tubu, and she gets a point. That is her second of the match.
Yeah, back-to-back points for Trisha Tubu from the right wing. From that off-system attack, once again getting some help from the block.
Trisha Tubu averaging 8.7 points per game in the Invitational Conference. Negrito will choose Erica Staunton. Babalik sa Creamline. Negrito back set to Gumabaw. Great anticipation from Farm Fresh. That goes straight to the net for Michelle.
A little too low on the set for Gumabaw, not being able to wind up her usual attack. Sends it straight to the net.
And Michelle Gumabaw is the interim team captain here for the Creamline Cool Smashers. Big numbers for her in the Invitationals. 17.33 points per game. They're going to chase this, talking about Farm Fresh. It's a chance for the Cool Smashers. Negrito finds MG.
Michelle Gumabaw with her first point of the match, going for a sharper angle after being defended.
And much like Bernadette Pons, sabi natin, Doc AJ, Pons has been getting better and better every single conference. We can say the same thing about Michelle Gumabaw. Dating back to her collegiate days, parang walang nagbago.
Yeah.
If not, she got even better. She improved even more. Romero to Tubu is blocked.
Tall order for Tubu to score a point. Is perhaps the tallest front line for Creamline in their rotation.
Farm Fresh needs to vary the attacks. As Doc mentioned, they're going up against your BDL, MG, and Erica Staunton at the front. Bertolano thinks about it. Negrito to Erica Staunton, digs deep. As we turn it over to Jana Ehiro. Go ahead, Jana.
At Spiker Award, Trisha Tubu tells me that she still is not satisfied. From what she told me, that here in the Invitational Conference in their winless campaign, it's wins that are going to matter more than individual awards. Trisha told me that what she still hopes to achieve here in the Invitational Conference is just that. As much as this could also be their last game in this conference, Trisha tells me where they have to shift their focus on is on the crucial moments, because that's where she knows they're on an almost type of standpoint. Let's see how the Foxies make do with a bit of a win here, beginning with set number 1 on the Pilipinas Live app, where you can get extensive PVL coverage. Back to you, Billy and Doc AJ.
Thank you for that report, Jana. And it might be the last game here for the Farm Fresh Foxies if they don't overcome the Creamline Cool Smashers. So they really have to fight it out until the end. But meanwhile, for Creamline, it's all about pride for this squad at this point. We have MG on deck to serve for Creamline. Scoreboard reads 7-4. They go to Asaka, no go. Staunton, babalik sa Creamline. Negrito, quick one to BDL. Bertolano waits for it. That will go to the Cool Smashers. Ball is out for Alyssa Bertolano as we head on over to our first technical timeout. Creamline leads 8-4. Happy Wednesday to our volleyball fans. You're watching the matchup between the Creamline Cool Smashers BDL Erica Staunton versus the Farm Fresh Foxies. We got Louis Romero, their team captain out of Adamson University, hoping to stay alive in our invitational conference. And we are welcomed back by a point from Trisha Tubu going cross-court on the attack.
Trisha Tubu doing what she does best. That's her third attack point already, but gotta give credit to that set decision by Romero, leaving her with just one blocker.
Scoreboard reads 8-5, 3-point advantage for Creamline. Make that a 2-point advantage. What a 1-2 play from Louis Romero, something that she has done time and time again since her collegiate days in Adamson.
Just like that, Foxies cut the lead to 2.
Out of system for Farm Fresh. Chance for Creamline. And they are successful.
Bea De Leon forcing her way through the block with that B-quick.
De Leon has been a welcome addition to this Creamline team. Happy to see her, in full force again for the Cool Smashers. 9-6 is what we have right now. Quick one from Risa Cruz.
Louis Romero really challenging the blockers of Creamline with her plays right now. But also credit to Bertolano, who has been the target so far in terms of the services of the Cool Smashers.
Louis Romero making Creamline work in this first set. Another point for the Farm Fresh Foxies, this time care of Asakat Tamaru.
Bertolano giving the Cool Smashers a dose of their own medicine from the service line.
And right now it's just a 1-point advantage for the white shirts. Time for Farm Fresh to step on the gas. Unfortunately, that will sail outside for Risa Cruz, apologizing to the bench of Farm Fresh.
Foxy's not gonna challenge that. The ball was clearly out.
Back to a 2-point lead for Creamline. We have BDL serving for the Cool Smashers, and that is outside. Another chance here for Farm Fresh to tie this game. It is 9-10. Negrito will find Erica Staunton in the middle. Tubu. And outside again for the Farm Fresh Foxies.
Yeah, Trisha Tubu not in the best position, way underneath the ball, and with poor contact sends the ball out.
Five errors now for the Farm Fresh Foxies versus 2 from Creamline. So they really got to take care of the ball over here as they go to Michelle Gomabao, challenging the blockers of Farm Fresh.
Michelle Gumabao just packing enough power, challenging that block of Tagsip, which wasn't really present to the net. That's why the ball is really gonna go in.
MG really known to be such a strong, powerful attacker as well. Tamaru. Babalik sa Farm Fresh. They find Tubu. Negrito. Goes to Gumabao.
3 straight attack points given to Gumabao.
And with that, Coach Shota will call for time. So again here, for those who just tuned in, just to paint you a clear picture of the situation at hand for the Creamline Cool Smashers. They're on to the finals, assured of a seat in our finals, which will happen tomorrow. But now they're just awaiting their opponent. Malalaman natin yan after the second game. We have Kurashiki going up against Signal. So the winner of that match will go ahead and face the Cool Smashers in the finals. And the loser of that match will go to our battle for bronze. As for the Farm Fresh Foxies, if they lose this match, automatically that will end their journey here in the Invitational Conference. So very, very crucial for this young team. As you go back to this game, here comes MV Pons. X marks the spot. Natamaan pa ni Pangs Panaga sa mukha. And this spike of the set is brought to you by Dunkin'. Pasalubong ng bayan. Let's take a look at this again. Doc AJ.
Bernadette Pons just going above the blockers on that. And the Foxies get a lucky break with that service error from Kyle Negrito.
4-point lead for Creamline. So far, so good for the Cool Smashers. Negrito to MV Pons out of nowhere. Here comes Trisha Tubu. Negrito to Pangs. And that is a point for the middle blocker. First one of the ball game.
Not the best of approach for Pangs Panaga, but able to get that point with that redirection from the block.
Poor coverage on the side of the Farm Fresh Foxies. A point is a point for Pangs. Back to a 5-point lead. They go to Tubu, dug up. They bump it to Staunton.
Something that Staunton has been doing throughout the tournament, going for those angles, as Creamline Cool Smashers brings us to the second technical timeout.
Back inside the Phil Sports Arena in Pasig City. Game number 1 out of 2 for our Wednesday doubleheader. It's Creamline versus Farm Fresh. Creamline holding on to a 6-point lead. Here comes Asaka. Fighting through the blockers. Erica Staunton answers back.
Height is might. Definitely Erica Staunton unfazed by the block put up by Tubu and Tagsit.
And that is her 5th point of the game. 4 attack points, 1 block for the reinforcement of the Cool Smashers. Take a look at Trisha Tubu, and she's been the only one doing damage here for the Farm Fresh Foxies.
Trisha Tubu, that's her 4th point, matching Staunton, but in terms of efficiency, that's out of 9 attempts and 2 errors. So Staunton still had the better efficiency for now.
Great hustle from Farm Fresh. Trisha Tubu again. It's been all Trisha for Farm Fresh. They go to Michelle Gumabao. And off the hands of Micah La Rosa.
Michelle Gumabao showing some smarts with the variation of her attack. The ball was a little too short and set for her. So just using a wrist away to redirect the shot from the blockers.
And even with a bunch of sloppy plays here for Creamline, being that veteran team that they are, they still know how to work their way around it. They go to Bertolano, challenging the blockers this time of Creamline.
First attack point for Eliza Bertolano. Block of Gumabao is too pressed inside the net.
Bouncing off the hands of MG. 4-point lead, Creamline. 6-point lead, rather. They go to MG, will try. And she is successful. There is a check.
Gumabao, that's her 5th attack point already.
No signs of slowing down here for Michelle Gumabao. We do have a double substitution for Coach Sherwin Meneses. We have Galanza and Bernardo checking in for the first time in our match. Mafe Galanza on deck to serve for the Cool Smashers. Romero. Botched play here for Farm Fresh. Chance for Creamline. They go to Bernardo. Good dig from Romero in that sequence. Galanza will go to Bernardo again. This time, she is successful in the attack.
Good adjustment for Bernardo mid-air.
You like how Galanza giving that confidence to Lori Bernardo to try again. 8-point lead for Creamline. Make that a 7-point lead. That is a point for Risa Cruz.
So far with 2 points from the attack for the Foxies.
Not a lot of point production here for Farm Fresh. It's back with Creamline. Staunton. Dug up by Tubu. They go to Asaka. Bertolano now. That's her 2nd point of the game.
Bertolano with that roll shot over the block. Catching Bernardo off guard.
Tubu will serve. Overcooks the serve. Way too strong. Sails outside.
Not the best time to commit a service error for the Foxies.
Especially now that we have Creamline inching closer to the end of the set. They're up 21-14. We have Rose Vargas also checking in for the first time for Coach Sherwin Meneses. Poor reception. And the Pons. Another one for Bernadette Pons. And you can see everybody getting involved here, Doc AJ, for Creamline. Great ball distribution from Mafe Galanza. And what you like to see also is that they're just having fun. Talking about the Cool Smashers. No pressure at all in this game.
There's really that air of confidence in the part of the Cool Smashers.
Remember, they are still undefeated in our elimination round. They're gunning for a sweep of the elimination round. If so, that will be the 5th time in franchise history that they will be able to do just that. Oh, there's going to be a challenge. There's going to be a challenge called by the Farm Fresh Foxies. They will call it a net touch violation. So we will hold the score at 22. I believe that's 22-14. As we await the results, and the result rather, of this challenge. So again, Farm Fresh asking for a net fault in that last sequence. It was a quick, very quick conference, as what Doc AJ mentioned at the start of the coverage. So just 1 week since the Creamline Cool Smashers won the reinforced conference title. And tomorrow, they will have another championship match. Undecided pa kung sino ang makakalaban ng Creamline. That's why it's very important that we all tune into the game after this. It is Karashiki Ablaze versus the Signal HD Spikers. Let's take a look at the replay. Was there a net fault in this sequence? And that is clear as day. AJ, no, walang net fault sa part ng Creamline.
Yeah, but it's gonna be a
There
net
is gonna
fault.
be, yes, for Farm Fresh.
Yeah, so the call of the referee will stand.
So it is an unsuccessful challenge for Coach Shota Sato and the rest of Farm Fresh. Babalik sa 23-14 ang score natin. Here comes Bertolano.
Liza Bertolano, third attack point already. Second top scorer so far in attack next to Tubu.
And Tubu will need all the help that she can get here as Galanza finds BDL.
Signature Bea De Leon with that crossbody quick attack. Finding an open area in zone 1. That's her second out of 4 attempts. So really good 50% efficiency in the attack for BDL.
And right now, Creamline is at set point, care of that BDL attack. 24 serving 15. Bernardo looking to end this set, and that's exactly what she does. Final score here, 25-15 in favor of the Creamline Cool Smashers. And this featured server of the set is brought to you by Sunsilk. Switch to the new Sunsilk Anti-Dandruff Shampoo now. Tanggal dandruff na, balik healthy, smooth hair back. Now the Creamline Cool Smashers did an excellent job here in the first set. As we take a look at our Gatorade player, Erica Staunton, the reinforcement of Creamline, doing damage here for the white shirts in set number 1. Masterful performance from the reigning Reinforced Conference champions. Again, final score for the first set is 25-15. Set number 1 done and dusted for the Creamline Cool Smashers and the Farm Fresh Foxies, with the Cool Smashers emerging victorious in that first set, 25-15. As we take a look at some of our set number 1 highlights, Doc AJ, what can you say about the performance of both our squads in the first?
Definitely the reigning champ, the Cool Smashers, firing from all cylinders. And we can see that in terms of attack efficiency, they're just much better in set 1 compared to Farm Fresh Foxies. Gumabaw, Staunton, 44%, Panaga, De Leon at 50%. And even if the attacks numbers are not too far from each other, it's really the efficiency and the errors being done by Farm Fresh that hurt their cause in set number 1.
So a lot of work to be done here for this young squad, the Farm Fresh Foxies. Not sure if the fans watching at home, they heard the cheers of the crowd. That is because you got Gemma Galanza on the court for the Creamline Cool Smashers, making her return to the squad in quite a long time as well. And we are welcomed back by Michelle Gumabaw. Machine Gun MG gets another point under her belt in today's match. That is point number 6 for the team captain.
Michelle Gumabaw with 5 attacks. Out of 9 attempts with just 1 error, so really respectable 44% efficiency in the first set.
And again, there's no slowing down MG here, as Kyle Negrito will choose her again. Second straight point for Michelle. So far, incredible performance from Gumabaw, leading all the scorers for Creamline. Currently averaging 17.33 points per game. Great hustle from Kyle Negrito. Pons sends it over. Romero to the left pin. One hand save. Pons, and a chance for Farm Fresh to come up with something good. They go to Asaka. Kyle. Good dig from Delario. A little too wide for Trisha Tubu.
That has been recurring for Trisha Tubu. Not in the best attacking position. She's underneath the ball, sending the ball out.
So that is something she clearly needs to work on, given that Farm Fresh heavily relying on her to lead the charge for them in this game. We have Tagsip. Gets her first point. One of our featured players as well, the middle blocker out of Adamson University, had one of her best performances as a Farm Fresh Foxy against Escola. Pax Panaga. Good cover there from Maika La Rosa. Negrito to Pangs again. As we send this over to Jana Ejido. Go ahead, Jana.
In a team like the Creamline Cool Smashers, a winning mindset is a must, but you've also got to be mentally tough. My conversations with MV Pons, she says that mental toughness is a must. And as you mentioned, Billy, it's been just a week since the Pink Shirts clinched that reinforced title, but that mental toughness that Bernadette Pons brought up enabled them to carry them through this sweep so far here in the Invitationals, acknowledging that, of course, here in this conference, they are facing tough teams, and that is they're going to be needing more than just that. But we saw that mental toughness in set 1, and maybe here too in set number 2, because we're also seeing a Las Filipinas player, Gemma Galanza, the Creamline Cool Smashers, make her first appearance in this conference so far. Catch the rest of that over on the Pilipinas Live app or on PilipinasLive.com. Back to the game and back to you, Billy and Doc.
Right on cue with Jana, as you were reporting. We saw Gemma Galanza score her first point after a long time here for the Creamline Cool Smashers. And she is definitely happy to be back. I'm sure the fans are happy that she is joining her team again. As we get back to this match over here, pure power from Tamaru.
Tamaru finally gets her first attack point of the set from that pipe attack.
She only scored 2 points in that first set. A bit silent here in this match. 4-point lead for Creamline. Tagsip serves. Kyle finds Gemma. We love to see that power coming from Gemma Galanza.
Cool Smashers showing some early domination here. Galanza 2 for 2, Gumabaw 2 for 2. They're really playing efficient in terms of their attack right now.
As Pangs serves, 5-point lead for Creamline. Kyle to Gemma. Soft touch. And take a look at Gemma Galanza go, Doc AJ. Parang hindi naman nawala, but of course, all that experience from her playing with Alas really helped a lot. You can see in the way that she moves, a lot more confidence from Gemma Galanza as we head on over to the first technical timeout, 8-2, Creamline in the lead.
Kurashiki players.
We say hello to the players of the Kurashiki Ablaze who are enjoying this first match. And they go up next after versus the Signal HD Spikers in hopes to possibly reach the finals. It'll be a rematch between Creamline, if ever, and Kurashiki. If that does happen, that they win against Signal. But let's get back to this game first. We got the Cool Smashers versus the Farm Fresh Foxies. Gemma Galanza joining her teammates again on the court. It's a 5-point lead for Creamline. Viray will serve. Kyle finds Gemma, and they've been feeding her the ball here, Doc AJ, and why not?
Rightfully so, because Gemma Galanza is immaculate at 4 attack points out of 4 attempts, 100% efficiency.
And that is a Gemma Galanza that we all know, that we all miss. 6-point lead now for Creamline. The dominance continues for the white shirts. Negrito again to Gemma Galanza. Everything she touches, gold.
It doesn't seem like she's breaking a sweat doing
Not at
these
all.
points.
And just like that, 5 points for Gemma Galanza. Second leading scorer, tied with Erica Staunton at 5. We have Gumabaw with 7. She's doing everything she can to help her team. But we got some conversations here on the side of Farm Fresh.
That slide attack from Cruz hit the block, ball went out, but first referee is calling that it touched Cruz on the way out. Are they gonna challenge it?
They will. Oh, they're going to... So it seems like the challenge is denied, Doc AJ. At any rate, the play continues. It is a denied challenge for the Farm Fresh Foxies. Point stays with Creamline. They go to Bertolano, challenging the blockers. Oh, that's going to be another point for Creamline. They call a net touch. I believe that was for Eliza Bertolano. But that they're going to challenge that call. Bertolano confident there was no net touch. Looked straight to the bench, or straight at the bench after that play. Now we await the replay. They were saying walang net touch sa play na yon. As Coach Shota will try to discuss a couple of things with the girls. Because as we mentioned, we got the Creamline Cool Smashers playing with a lot of confidence. They want to barge into the finals with a lot of momentum and a lot of dominance as well on their side here in the second set, especially with Gemma Galanza on the court here in the second.
Yeah, so far here in set number 2, it's a night and day difference in terms of the attack outputs from both teams. Panaga with 1, Gumawa with 2, Galanza with 5. Whereas on the other side, we only have 1 from Tamaru, 1 from Tagsig, and 1 from Viray.
So a couple of troubles here on the side of the Farm Fresh Foxies, especially against a cool, calm, and collected Creamline team. And you can also sense yung difference in the way that they're acting on the court as well. You can see the Creamline, they're just having fun. Hindi natin nakikita on screen, but the players on the bench just joking around now. I think it's because of may light, diba? May light that shine. And I hope that we can try to get that on camera. But first, we'll wait for the replay rather of our challenge. We have Doc AJ Pareja, Billy Capistrano, and Jana Ejido. Let's take a look. If there indeed was a net fault. So it looks like there was. So it's going to be unsuccessful for Farm Fresh.
The challenge is unsuccessful.
There clearly was a net touch from Eliza Bertolano. She just laughs it off. Unsuccessful challenge here for Coach Shota Sato. As we are on over to a timeout.
Kapitan natin gawa natin.
Let's go, Ayan. Ayun yung ano,
Stay positive.
Let's go. Big side out.
もっと攻める気持ちで、もっとブロックにぶつけていいよ、ぶつけ
Dapat
て。
mo aggressive.
しっかりぶつけて。
Laban natin sa block. Mo, mas malakas mo ang palo.
ただぶつけるとこ考えて、指先じゃなくてストレート側の手、ストレート側。
Dapat dito yung ano. Bola.
Guys, let's go.
Okay, let's go.
Let's go. Tayo sa dulo. May kaya pa eh.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Go, guys. Hey, 1, 2, 3.
Words of encouragement, of motivation for the side of the Farm Fresh Foxies. They are trailing behind here in our second set. Everything going right for the Creamline Cool Smashers. As we have MG getting ready to serve for the white shirts. Romero. And finally, something here for Farm Fresh, care of Riza Cruz.
Riza Cruz had 2 points in the previous set out of 4 attempts. But one was an error. And let's see if she can rack up some points, some much-needed attack points for the Foxies here in the second.
They need everybody to contribute. Talking about Farm Fresh. But as I've mentioned, things just going right here for the Cool Smashers.
Yeah, lucky point with that overpass from Bernadette Pons. Tamaru wasn't able to anticipate that.
Gemma Galanza now, much to the delight of the Creamline fans. Tamaru. Kyle to Risa Sato. Finds the corner.
Risa Sato introducing herself here in set number 2.
And I believe Doc AJ, she is the winningest PVL player. I know that she has, I believe, 9 championship titles with the Creamline Cool Smashers. The legend, Risa Sato.
Looking to make it their 10th.
Big possibility. A point for the Farm Fresh Foxies.
So far, Risa Cruz, the top scorer for the Foxies here in set number 2, back-to-back attack points.
That is her 4th of the ball game. And she will serve for Farm Fresh. Negrito spots Vargas with a push. So again, Doc, you just like that everybody's contributing here for Creamline.
Everything just really working out for the Cool Smashers.
Absolutely zero pressure on the side of Creamline. They're just having fun. And they're just having themselves a game. Galanza from the back. Dug up by Viray. Here comes Bertolano. Kyle to Vargas. That's Pang Spanaga with a point of her own. And right now, Creamline still hanging on to that lead, 16-5. Welcome back inside the Phil Sports Arena in Pasig City. Creamline versus the Farm Fresh Foxies on your screens. Two players we know very, very well. Of course, you got Tots Carlos and Denden Lazaro Revilla sitting this one out, cheering for their teammates. And they got every reason to, because right now, Creamline at 16 with Farm Fresh only with 5 points in the second, Doc AJ.
And out of those 16 points, 10 coming from attacks, out of 15 total collective attempts. So 67% efficiency for the Cool Smashers here in set number 2.
Again, pure dominance by Creamline, but lucky break for Farm Fresh.
So far, it's the middles for the Foxies that are working in the attack. Tagsip with 2, Cruz with 2.
Remember, Kyle Tagsip scored 18 versus Escola. 4 points against Signal and 2 points against Kurashiki. And she needs to show up big time here. What power from Rose Vargas. They're just keeping it light. They're just having fun, enjoying the match with their teammates. Exactly what we're seeing from Creamline right now.
Rose Vargas just using the block to her advantage.
She did not score any in their match against Signal. And finally, something from Asaka Tamaru. And this spike of the set is brought to you by Dunkin, pasalubong ng bayan. And Asaka Tamaru, their new reinforcement here for the Invitational Conference. Negrito to Vargas. That's going to be her 3rd point of the game.
Cool Smashers really showing how deep their bench is. Vargas, 3 out of 5 in that rotation up front as Rodriguez checks in for Gumabao.
So you can see Coach Sherwin Meneses really giving a chance to all of the players and giving a bit of a break as well to the likes of Bernadette Pons, Erica Staunton. Much deserved and well-needed break for them. That's going to be a service error for Rose Vargas. But still, it's a 10-point lead for Creamline. Tagsip was served for Farm Fresh. Negrito, one hand set, they make do. Viray. Pangs to Vargas, chance here for Farm Fresh. They will choose Caitlin Viray. Wrong placement here for Viray, ball is out.
It's the right side that's the missing link for the Foxies. Tubu and Viray not delivering much of the goods.
Shaky performances here for the Farm Fresh Foxies in contrast to how Creamline is playing, especially in the second set. Bertolano blocked. Romero, Viray. A little miscommunication on the part of Creamline. And finally, Caitlin Viray avenges herself.
That's the second point for Viray here in set number 2.
Still a 10-point advantage for the Cool Smashers. Good save, Negrito. It's still alive for Creamline. They go to Gemma Galanza. Popped up. Tamaru. Straight to Rose Vargas. And they find Gemma again from the left. Bertolano. Right on the money for Eliza Bertolano.
Eliza Bertolano finally tallies one in here in set number 2 after some struggles early on. Let's see if they can build up some momentum from this string of points.
One hand set. And Risa Sato knew exactly what she wanted to do with that ball.
Risa Sato with that power tip to zone 1.
Great read on the defense of Farm Fresh. Talking about Risa Sato. Lack of firepower here for Farm Fresh. See Sato talking about firepower, definitely has it.
Now Risa Sato, 3-4-3, 100% efficiency. Just gotta admire how deep the bench is.
That's
for
right.
the Cool Smashers.
It's very ironic as well, Doc AJ, because you can sense that sense of urgency on the side of Creamline, even if this is a non-bearing game for them. And as for Farm Fresh, you really need them to wake up, because right now it looks like Creamline will try to win this second set as Farm Fresh calls for time.
Okay, this set, このセットのことはもう気にしない。Okay.
Huwag niyo isipin na mga points. Para sa next set, dapat habol
次のセッ
natin.
ト取るために今しっかり相手に嫌な印象を与えとこう。
Habol natin ngayon.
Okay. ここでまだ攻め続ける。攻め続ける。
Aggressive, aggressive dapat.
Tara guys, let's go, kaya yan.
相手真ん中でゾーン8、大きいスペース空いてるからしっかり狙っていっ
Mabutas
て。
daw ng zone 8 sa kabila.
インナーも空いてるし、ストレートも空いてるし。Okay.
Inner and straight down.
Let's go. Hey, 1 to 3. My best.
And this is going to be a pretty challenging feat here for the Farm Fresh Foxies. Scoreboard reads 22-10. Team captain Louie Romero, that she needs to gather her teammates if they want to stay alive in this match. We have Lori Bernardo as well checking in for Creamline. It is 12-point lead for the
Curious
Cool
to see-
Smashers.
Yeah, curious to see who will do the setting duties.
Now we'll see how things pan out here for the Cool Smashers. Some breathing room for Farm Fresh. Ayan na, Doc AJ, to answer your question. We have Kaya Negrito back on the court for the white shirts. And she will be the main playmaker for Creamline as they look to finish this second set. Bertolano serves for Farm Fresh. Kyle, Dorisa Sato quickly apologizing to the Farm Fresh player.
Trademark Risa Sato with that really speedy play. 4-4-4 for Risa Sato.
23 serving 11 Creamline poised to dominate here in the second. But
Yeah. Back-to-back attack points for Maru. That's her fourth here in set number 2.
and if you're Farm Fresh, all you want to do is finish strong here in the second to sustain that momentum coming into the third. Vargas challenging the blockers. And you appreciate, no, Doc AJ, how everybody's just ready on the side of Creamline.
Yeah. Got to give a lot of credit to the bench. Vargas with 4, Sato with 4, Galanza, who didn't start this match, is
That's
at
right.
5.
True testament to the system of Coach Sherwin Meneses and how everybody is involved, whether you're on the bench or you're on the court. That's ball out for Vargas.
And they're going to challenge that. Not for a block touch, but for a net touch.
So we'll see how things pan out here for the Creamline Cool Smashers. Looks like they are more than ready for their finals game tomorrow. Thank you so much for joining us on One Sports Plus and the Pilipinas Live app. Billy Capistrano with Doc, rather. Pwede naman Coach, Doc AJ Pareja. And Jana Ejido reporting from the sidelines, giving us the latest from the sidelines. Let's take a look at the replay of our challenge. Looks like it is going to be unsuccessful. Unsuccessful for Coach Sherwin Meneses and the rest of the Creamline Cool Smashers. The point will remain.
Yeah, and with that ball out, that's the first and lone attack error of the Cool Smashers here in set number 2.
Chance here for Farm Fresh. Unfortunately, that will be an attack error that is outside for Caitlin Viray, but they will challenge that for the last point. They're asking for a block touch in that Caitlin Viray attack. So delaying the end of this second set a little bit more for the Farm Fresh Foxies. They're still looking for that first win. This is possibly the only chance here in the elimination round to get that first win. If they are unsuccessful, this will be the end of their journey in the Invitationals. Take a look at this. There was no block touch clearly outside for Kate Viray as the Creamline Cool Smashers remain successful here in our match. And again, a masterful performance for the reigning Reinforced Conference champions. And of course, we gotta shine the spotlight on none other than Gemma Galanza, making her return here in the PVL in classic Gemma Galanza fashion. Incredible performance from her. And in fact, everybody on the court for the Cool Smashers. It is 25-13 in favor of Creamline. Indeed, it is nothing but good vibes on the side of the Creamline Cool Smashers as they take set number 2 from the Farm Fresh Foxies in 27 minutes of play, 25-13. Another incredible performance from the white shirts. Doc AJ, what did they do right? And for Farm Fresh, what do they need to do to be able to bounce back here in this match?
For the Creamline Cool Smashers, just showing a masterclass in terms of attacking. Out of 28 total attempts, there's only 1 attack error, and just with the distribution, Negrito really giving a lot of trust to the bench players who came in midway. Galanza started second set and scored 5 straight attack points. Sato converted 4 out of 4 attempts. That gives her 100% efficiency. And even Vargas with 4 kills out of 7 attempts and just 1 error. So that's still a respectable 43%. So in terms of attack, really, the Creamline Cool Smashers really overpowering the Farm Fresh Foxies. On the other side, relied heavily on Asaka Tamaru, 4 out of 11. That's 36%. Tagsip and Cruz had 2 each from the middle, but it's Bertolano and Viray who still needs to step up if they want to keep their chances alive for a bronze medal match.
And if you are a fan of the Farm Fresh Foxies, you are crossing your fingers, even your toes, that they bounce back in this game. As Doc AJ mentioned, they need to win if they want a chance to enter that battle for bronze match, which happens tomorrow. But if you're Escola watching this game right now, then you're hoping for the complete opposite. You're waiting in the wings to see who will emerge victorious in this matchup. It's David versus Goliath. You got the Creamline Cool Smashers. We have Ella De Jesus on your screens with Gemma Galanza back in action for Creamline. On the other side, Trisha Tubu leading the charge here for Farm Fresh with Kyle Tagsip, their middle blocker. And what about the performance of Lori Bernardo? You know, some of the second stringers for the Cool Smashers joining the scoring party here for Creamline. As we have set number 3 underway, Billy Capistrano, AJ Pareja, Jana Ahido reporting from the sidelines. Here we go. Negrito finds Bernadette Pons. She is well rested and she is back. Here comes Tubu.
Much better opening for Trisha Tubu here, scoring their first point in the 3rd set. Some adjustments in the rotation. Bertolano now the first open hitter, and Tamaru is the second.
We saw a lot of attack errors from Trisha Tubu in that 2nd set. But what about Bernadette Pons? The comeback is real here in the 3rd. Sabi ko nga, well rested. She's ready to go, and she's ready to possibly finish this game.
Bernardo now in as a starting opposite in place of Gumabaw.
Romero one-hand set, great blocking from Creamline.
Bernardo, as a former middle, also showing some good timing with Sato to lock down Tagsip in that rally.
There has to be that sense of urgency coming from the side of the Farm Fresh Foxies as we turn it over now to Jana Ejido. Go ahead, Jana.
With the Farm Fresh Foxies being 2 sets down to the Creamline Cool Smashers, Kyle Tagsip told me that whatever the outcome of today's match, they very much want to prove that they earned their spot here in the Invitational Conference. When they were confirmed to play here in the Invitational Conference, Kyle told me that she was still in her hometown of Bukidnon for vacation and had just 2 full days to train before the start of this competition. Not to mention, the team just had 1 day to train with Aska Tamaru involved. Kyle told me that as pressuring as it sounds, it's such a privilege to be part of it, and in her words, maglalaro kami ng walang pagsisisihan. Well, the game continues with more action you can catch on the Pilipinas Live app and on PilipinasLive.com as Kyle Tagsip lines up to serve. Back to you, Billy and Doc AJ.
Thank you so much for that, Jana. Well, it is going to be, a great experience here for this young team, the Farm Fresh Foxies. I'm sure they're learning a lot along the way, playing against the veterans. One of them, the Creamline Cool Smashers. Let's get back to this game. A much tighter start of the set we're having here. As Negrito finds Gemma Galanza. Next marks the spot for Gemma.
Gemma Galanza, her attacks is not really the most powerful, but it's well placed, going over the block, finding the right areas.
We have Gemma Galanza, also the walking irony. She's not the tallest of players, but so athletic. She's really got, the bunnies, can jump, can attack strong. She's smart, she's got it all. And right now, we got Creamline starting to pull away here in the third.
They ended up enforcing the net defense with that regalo of that overpass.
2-point lead for Creamline. Bernardo serves it straight to the net.
That's the third service error so far for the Cool Smashers here in set number 3, enabling the Farm Fresh Foxies to keep it close.
They're just down by 1 point. Talking about Farm Fresh. Galanza hesitates. Bertolano. You can hear, ayan na! Sigaw ng Creamline Cool Smashers. That was Bea De Leon coming alive in the third.
And Negrito able to draw the open hitter with her jump set, leaving just one blocker for BDL.
Tubu from the back row, unsuccessful. They go to Pons, left pin, nothing. Chance for Creamline. But this time, a chance for Farm Fresh. And Louis Romero, second 1-2 play of the day.
Louis Romero has had enough of that rally, ending it in her own terms.
Taking matters into her own hands. Better showing here for Farm Fresh compared to the past 2 sets. Again, sabi nga ni Doc AJ, try to keep it close, as they should. Attack error for Bernardo, little too strong.
And we are yet to see an attack point from Bernardo.
And we are tied at 6 all. Here come the Farm Fresh Foxies. Babalik sa Creamline, and that's gonna be a point for Farm Fresh, and they overtake the Creamline Cool Smashers here in the third.
Definitely not the most efficient of sets for the Cool Smashers. 5 collective errors already.
So this is your chance if you're a Farm Fresh Foxy to step on that gas. They need good decision making here. Kyle Negrito goes to Pons to the push. That's gonna go to Farm Fresh, and they are up by 2 points as we set it over to our first technical timeout. It is a 2-point lead here for the Farm Fresh Foxies. Improvement in the third for this young squad. Creamline at 6 as Tamaru will serve for Farm Fresh. That's a good serve. Farm Fresh has it. They go to Bertolano. Bernadette Pons, a little too wide for SV Pons. And here come the Farm Fresh Foxies, turning things around for themselves here in the third.
The errors really that's hurting the Cool Smashers right now. Set number 2, they had only 1 attack error, 1 service error for the entire set. And now they have...
But BDL says enough is enough. And she has been the one who's been stepping up here for Creamline in the third set.
Yeah, that's her third attack point. Top of the pack for the Cool Smashers here in set number 3.
And she was a little silent in that first and second set. So 2-point lead though for Farm Fresh. Louis Tutubu with some hang time.
Trisha Tubu showing some raw athleticism.
And Doc, what is spelling the difference here for Farm Fresh in our third set?
Yeah, they are forcing the Cool Smashers to commit some errors. They're doing much better in the services, putting pressure.
And that is outside. Smells like trouble here for Creamline.
Uncharacteristic of Bernadette Pons, who is usually the one of the most efficient players and consistent at that.
It's now a 4-point advantage for Farm Fresh. And things have had a drastic turn here in the third. Lucky break here for Creamline. That's going to be a service error for Riza Cruz. So a chance for the Cool Smashers to bounce back. What a play for Farm Fresh. And a great finish from Asaka Tamaru.
Disguised play by Tamaru. All eyes of the blockers were on Bertolano.
Pons powers it through.
Bernadette Pons finally ends the drought. It's her second here in set number 2.
That is point number 5 in total for Pons. She will serve. Romero back set to Tubu. They go to Bernardo. Babalik sa Creamline. And again. Still nothing. Third time's a charm for Lottie Bernardo. Staying patient. What an attack from Lottie Bernardo. This spike of the set is brought to you by Duncan, pasalubong ng bayan. They cut it down to a 2-point lead. Tubu from the right, she's blocked. No cover for Farm Fresh. And just like that, the Cool Smashers are down by just a single point. Great blocking on the side of the Creamline Cool Smashers, care of Risa Sato, as Farm Fresh will call for time.
Yes! Laban mga badi!
Side up net.
Hey, 1, 2, 3!
It is a 3-0 run for the Creamline Cool Smashers, clawing their way back into this match. Bernadette Pons, 5 points of 4 attacks and 1 ace. Tubu adjusts. Bump set to Galanza, makes do. And that's outside for Gemma out of system play.
Then Gemma Galanza cannot escape the attack errors for the Cool Smashers.
Bernardo digs deep, right on the money for Lori.
After a shaky start here in set number 3, Bernardo has come alive. That's her second attack points, back-to-back attack points. Lori Bernardo.
Did not score anything in their previous match. Right now, she has 4. Good cover for Creamline. Romero will fight Tubu against Gemma Galanza, and Gemma will prevail.
From one Falcon to another.
The passing of the torch here.
Well, actually, Gemma Galanza not passing
That's
the torch
true.
on
Well,
that
two
one.
different
Yeah.
players.
Two generations,
Yep,
yeah.
2 different eras as well. Another one here for Creamline.
And just like that, Creamline takes the lead.
Taking control of the match again are the Creamline Cool Smashers in true Creamline fashion. It's a 1-point lead for the pink shirts, the white shirts. Great anticipation by Sato. Here comes Gemma Galanza. And again, leave it up to Gemma to take control.
Showing the younger Falcons how it's done. Tagsip and Tubu there at the net trying to block her. But just that wicked angle coming from Gemma Galanza.
I'm sure a lot of the younger players of Adamson really look up to their Ate Gemma. And play against her, such an honor and a privilege. Learning from all these players and vice versa. We got Kyle Tagsip has had enough as well.
Good presence of mind for Kyle Tagsip after that scramble at the net.
A much, much tighter set this third one is. And I'm sure everybody enjoying this match so far. 1-point lead, Creamline. Gemma Galanza out of nowhere. 9 points now for the Queen Falcon. Gemma Galanza, Creamline in the lead, 16-14. Back here at the Phil Sports Arena in Pasig City, we got the Creamline Cool Smashers taking on the Farm Fresh Foxies. It is a second to the last game of our elimination round here in the Invitational Conference. Creamline holding on to a 2-point advantage, but here comes Tamaru. Dug up. Negrito will fight Gemma Galanza. And Gemma Galanza continues to shine here for the Cool Smashers.
Perfect vantage point for Gemma. Set was a little too tight in the net, but just a one-man block that gonna be easy pickings for Gemma Galante.
And already 11 points for Gemma off the bench in the second set. Did not play in the first. Here she comes again. Money for Galanza.
5 straight attack points every time it's given to her. A little shaky in the start here in set number 3, but
Amazing performance from Gemma Galanza. Makes it look so easy. Creamline is up by 4. Romero to Tamaru, challenging the blockers. Babalik kay Gemma, waiting for it. Louis, quick one to Riza, no go. Chance, Farm Fresh. They go to the other side. Bernardo, nothing yet. Louis to Tamaru.
Tamaru finally ends that mega rally. That's her second point here in set number 3. But she's quite checked by the Cool Smashers throughout this match.
And given that the other players really need to step up, they're down by 3 here after leading a while back. It's all Creamline now again here in the third. Kate Viray on deck to serve. They choose Gemma Galanza. Great hustle from Pons. Babalik kay Gemma. They go to Tamaru. Gets another one. We have Asaka Tamaru now with 9 points in this match.
Back-to-back kill points for Tamaru. That off-the-block attack.
Leading all the scorers for Farm Fresh. 2 points. Ang lamang ng Creamline. That's a violation called on Rodriguez.
Lucky break for the Foxies, cutting the lead to just 1.
Chance to tie this game for Farm Fresh. Gemma says, nope, I don't think so. Not on my watch.
Just giving a little bit of hope to the Foxies, but ending it right away.
It's quite obvious, Doc AK, na miss talaga ni Gemma ang Creamline Cool Smashers with the way that she's been playing here in this ball game, giving everybody a show. But of course, may sagot naman si Tamaru.
Tamaru has come alive definitely here in set number 3. 3 straight attack points
As
here.
she should. If again, they want to stay alive in the Invitational Conference. They're down by 1. Steady reception. Pons, it's with Creamline. They give it back to Evie Pons. Gotta commend the hustle of Louis Romero. Is not able to send that one over. And Creamline inching closer. It is 20 serving 18. We got BDL. Louis to Tamaru. Pons from the left pin.
Bernadette Pons finding an open area in the corner of zone 5, forcing the Foxies to call time.
Okay, but no stay. Okay, stay. Okay. Spike are more close, straight, moving target. Straight close. Okay, stay. Okay, spike are watch. Okay. Next point, side out. Okay. Okay, must be pass. After high pass. Okay. After try, spike, aggressive. Okay, let's go.
Go back, go back, go back.
It is a 3-point advantage for the Creamline Cool Smashers and for the Farm Fresh Foxies. Everything on the line here in the third set. Thank you for joining us on One Sports Plus and the Pilipinas Live app. Billy Capistrano, Doc AJ Pareja, and Jana Ejido reporting from the sidelines. You got BDL on deck to serve for the white shirts. That is her third 1-2 play of the game. That is her third point as well for Louis Romero.
Catching the defense off guard.
Kyle will set up points.
3 straight attack points for Bernadette Pons, making up for some lost attempts early on.
And point number 8 for Bernadette Pons. 17 excellent sets now for Kyle Negrito, allowing everybody to contribute in this match. He will serve. That's a good serve for Kyle. A sharp one, 23-19 in favor of Creamline. Excellent serve from Kyle Negrito. Another good one for Kyle. And it looks like the Creamline Cool Smashers are getting a bit of a rest, an early rest here to prepare for their finals games tomorrow.
This is why Kyle Negrito is one of the deadliest servers in the league.
Not this time around. Chance for Farm Fresh. Bernardo. And for the game, that is Laurie Bernardo. There was a check. And this ends the journey of the Farm Fresh Foxies here in the Invitational Conference. Job well done to the Creamline Cool Smashers. They will remain undefeated here in the Invitationals as they barge into the finals on a high note. Now, this panalo play of the game is brought to you by Yakult. Yakult every day, okay. Care of Laurie Bernardo. What a match here for Creamline. As you mentioned, Dr. AJ, pure dominance from the Creamline Cool Smashers. Composure from set number 1 all the way to the third. Muntik na humabol yung Farm Fresh Foxies na pigilan ng Creamline Cool Smashers.
Even if it was quite a slow start for the Creamline Cool Smashers here in set number 3. Not the best in terms of efficiency, but they were able to pick up the pace midway. A lot of credit to Bea De Leon, who was able to chip in some much-needed score to hold the fort for the Cool Smashers as they went for a momentum run towards the end and eventually take this match.
There you have it, the Creamline Cool Smashers. They win this match against the Farm Fresh Foxies 25-15, 25-13, and 25-19. As you mentioned, they are poised to enter the finals on a high note. A lot of momentum coming into that match as we turn it over to Jana Ejido, who is with our best player of the game. We got Miss Gemma Galanza.
That's right, Billy. Our player of the game today is fresh from her Alas Pilipinas duties, Gemma Galanza. Gemma, welcome back from a 13-point performance. Gemma, tanong ko lang, how's it feel like to be back here in the PVL?
Sobrang happy na makakapaglaro ulit para sa Creamline Cool Smashers. And today, enjoy lang namin to para sa lahat naman yung game.
And you've been gone for quite a while naman. You've been watching the team from the sidelines kapag nandito ka. Tell us, what were your learnings siguro from Alas that you were able to apply here and take this in 3 sets?
Kapag kailangan, syempre, ibibigay ko naman yung 100% ko. And kung ano yung mga natutunan ko, i-apply ko lang naman sa game. And today kasi, important din sa amin, syempre, kuha ng momentum for tomorrow's game. And syempre, makapag-rest din yung iba kasi tuloy-tuloy talaga yung game. So ngayon talagang pinaikot ni Coach yung tao para talaga makuha rin ng bawat isa yung momentum nila.
And all right, and then championship niya tomorrow, but also last year you were in the championships invitationals against Tureshki. Tell me, ano yung magiging mindset niya tomorrow knowing that you want to bounce back from that loss last year?
All out na kami. Yung pass, ayun, nangyari na yun lahat. And may mga natutunan naman kami sa pagkatalo namin noon. Pero ngayon, nandito na kami. Championship finals ulit. So, tatapusin na lang namin to ng maganda.
All right, finally, any greetings, messages to everyone watching? Gemma, go ahead.
Hello po sa family ko sa Laguna. Hello po kay Mama, Tatay, Ate Job, kay Lola, Mom Bogs, Mom Judith. Sa mga dogs ko, hello po. Kina Tita Joy. Ayan na. The Jesus family na lang. Ayan. And sa mga family ng teammates ko, alam ko po hindi tayo nakikita ng ilang weeks na. Ayan, hindi na po Yes, and sa lahat po ng fans ng Creamline Cool Smashers, magkita-kita tayo tomorrow po. Ayan, wear pink po. Maraming salamat.
All right, Gemma Galanza and her 13th-point performance. That's your player of the game for today. Back to you, Billy and Doc AJ.
Thank you so much for that. Jana Ejido with the player of the game, Gemma Galanza, looking so fresh. Parang hindi naman naglaro si Gemma in this game. But again, kidding aside, we're so happy that she's back here for the Creamline Cool Smashers. Doc AJ, what can you say about this match? What can you say about the dominance here of Creamline?
Yeah, very much more efficient play for the Creamline Cool Smashers. If we're gonna tally all the sets so far, a lot of credit to the second stringers also, and the players who came off the bench, and just really providing a lot of firepower for the Creamline Cool Smashers. Over on the other side, it's a learning experience once again for the Farm Fresh Foxies. But yeah, in terms of attack efficiency, it was really a Creamline-dominated match.
And of course, again, sabi mo nga, for the Farm Fresh Foxies, charge it with experience. They're one of the youngest, if not the youngest team that we have in the PVL right now. And I know it's just an honor and a privilege for them to play against their idols, the veterans. And both players, or the veterans and the young guns, learning from each other as well. Now, let's take a look at the numbers that we have on the screen. Doc AJ, what numbers stand out to you the most?
Yeah, as I mentioned a while ago, it's the attacks. 51 compared to just 31 of Farm Fresh. And also with the net defense, 5 blocks coming from the Creamline Cool Smashers, as well as 3 service aces, 2 coming from Kyle Negrito towards the end of the match. So it was really a dominant win for the defending champions from all fronts.
So there you have it. The Creamline Cool Smashers are poised to make another appearance in the finals tomorrow. But before that, we got the Signal HC Spikers versus Kurashiki Ablaze coming up next. We have Escola already ready to face whoever it is who's going to lose this match up ahead. Now, for One Sports, my partner, Doc AJ Pareja, Jana Ejido, Direct Marvin Chavez, and all the amazing men and women behind this production, I'm Billy Capistrano, and this has been the 2024 PVL Invitational Conference, only here on Signal TV.